What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? This is your boy Scott Lewis, Apartment Gaming, more Brooklyn Nets Stoop Edition. I just want to keep it quick and simple. I want to go over today's game, which I enjoyed. I thought the Nets played well. You know, the rookies, the two rookies that was on the court, played well today. Just want to talk a little bit about the game and what I thought. You know, my thoughts of it. Um, Harden missed 2 games after fracturing his thumb earlier the week. He bounced back and shot 5 for 9 from the field, 4 for 7 for 3-point distance, and 8 for 12 from the line. So 109 to 94 victory over the New York Knicks. X-rays Wednesday showed non-displacement fracture. The 17-year veteran was traded by Los Angeles Clippers to Cleveland on February 4th, which is kind of recent. Jared Allen scored 20 points. Evan Mobley added 16, 13 rebounds. He was a beast on the board as usual. Improved to 12-1 in their last 13 games against the Nets. Michael Porter Jr. scored 26 points, 10 for 17 shooting. Danny Wolf added 23 points, 9 rebounds for Brooklyn. Which lost in Brooklyn, which lost its 8th straight game. We know why. And for the 11th time in 13 games, Nolan Trio can contribute 17 points. Grant Nelson added 11, which was Grant Nelson gave a nice boost in the second unit as the Nets slipped to 15 and 45 overall. The Nets led by 56-42 at halftime, helped by 50% shooting, 21 for 42 shooting from the field. The Cavs rallied in the second half and led by 8 points with just over 3 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter before Brooklyn rallied. Brooklyn closed within 3 points, 102-99 on the basket by Trior with 28.6 seconds left, and within a point, 102-101, following 2 free throws by Wolf. With 9.2 seconds showing, Schroeder made a pair of free throws and it basically went that way. And Wolf hit a 1 of 2, giving the Cavs a 2-point lead with 5.9 seconds left. Schroeder and Mobley added free throws in the final second to seal the win. It was a good effort from the Nets. I enjoyed watching Danny Wolf play. He showed some of his skill and ability, passing and shooting, which let's look at his minutes on the court. Danny Wolf, 27 minutes, 23 points, of course, 7 for 3, 3 for 8, 6 for 8, +7. Nolan Trior, 30 minutes, 17 points, 7 for 15, 1 for 6. Like we said, we need him to get a little more. He's aggressive though, and he's getting the time. So he's 1 for 6 for 3, 2 for 2 free throws, 1 rebound, 2 assists. He actually taking the shots. You know, when you open, you got to take it. He was a -2, which is not bad. Day'Ron Sharpe, 28 minutes, 7 points, 3 for 5, 0 for 1, 1 for 2. -7, Noah Clowney, 23 minutes, 5 points, 2 for 5, 1 for 4. -13, Michael Porter Jr., 30 minutes, 26, 10 for 17, 5 for 8, 1 for 2 from the free throw line, -8. Who else got? Zaire Williams got 33 minutes. Probably the most, I think that's the most minutes on the game for the Nets. And he only had 4 points, but his energy, of course, was outstanding as usual. 2 for 2 from field, the free throw. No, from the field. 2 for 2 from the field. He had no free throw attempts. He had 5 assists. It was playing through him, 1 steal, a +17. Ben Sharaf played 18 minutes, 4 points, 1 for 6, 0 for 3 from the 3 line, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. He had 4 assists, 1 rebound, 1 turnover. a minus and plus 0. So my thing with Ben Saraf, and I said this before, is he just need to play more to see where he fit and what his thing is. But you would think that all the time he spent in the G League, he would kind of gather up some of the speed of the NBA, even though the G League is not like the NBA. So that being said, I totally enjoyed today's game with Danny Wolf and Nolan Trier. I think they need those minutes. It's difficult to get these the rookies actual minutes in a game because we got 5 of them. So it makes it difficult. It kind of cuts into each one's time, but you see the difference when Danny Wolf and Nolan gets those minutes and running with their units. It benefits them, and I think they are going to work out pretty well. Danny Wolf is a special player because I still don't believe he's a center like some people want to put him at. I think he's more of a tweener, 4 and a 3, or a 5, a small 5 and a. I understand he's 7 feet, but I still don't think that he's But he has special skill, and he showed it today. Nolan is going to be special. I think he just needs time. He is a true point guard. I think people are going to be aware of his speed and high pick and roll. When you do a high pick and roll with him, he's getting to the paint real quick. Even if you set back on him, he still gets to the rim. He evens up with the player even on the pick and roll. So, and they could be stepping back. So it's impressive to see. He needs to hit that outside shot to make them play up more, so it'd be easier for him to get to the rim. Once he hits that shot, though, his whole game can be elevated. Yeah, that's how I feel. It was a great game, though. I like the effort of the second unit. Grant Nelson impressed me with his effort. I thought Grant Nelson did well. I appreciated his effort. He was 20 minutes, 11 points, 4 for 7 from the field, 3 from 4 from the free throw line. He was a +1. So I mean, that you couldn't have asked. I am happy for him. He has a 10-day contract. So I mean, should we keep him on the bench? I think so. Let him get some run. He's been in the G League for long enough. I think it's time to let him shine. Yeah, it was a great game. Spider did not play for the Cavs. So that being said, that doesn't take away from what the rookie's done. And I thought it was good. I thought it all worked out good. I wish Yegor was there. I thought this was a good game for him to play into too. As well as yeah, so I mean, that being said, it was a great game. Any comments? Who we got into the thing? Oh, let's go over the numbers. Let's look at some replays. That's what we do. Look at some replays. This is going to be exciting because I think the Nets have a great opportunity to get these rookies ready for the next season. It's just a question of who's going to stay and who's going to go, and what moves we're going to make in the off season, and the creativity of the new guys, and see what materialize. I know all the Net fans are focusing on the draft, which is kind of crazy, but Drake Powell, of course, is in the G League. So that being said, I wish Drake Powell wasn't in the G League, but Grant Nelson, 10-day contract. Draymond, I don't know what's going on with Steph Curry and Draymond. Steph Curry is like he ready to just give up. That's it. Let Draymond say what he want to say. Draymond just giving the business. Oh yeah, he got all the former Nets on the Mr. Whammy. Now, I thought that was nice. And when you think about it, Cleveland do have a lot of former Net players. That's just kind of crazy. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but I can tell you one thing. It's kind of like a bad thing because these guys are really, and even the coach, everybody there is doing well. So, okay. Well, that being said, yeah, it was a great game. I thought it was Danny Wolf time to shine, and he did. He showed some of his basketball skill, which is something that we always been saying that he has. He has a great skill set. So, and Nolan, of course. I told you before, I still think, as of right now, even though some people dispute this, Nolan probably deserved to be picked in the top 10. Deserved to be picked in the top 10. He has a great skill set to get to the rim. And that's impressive. His shooting has to improve. But I think, as anybody I tell, you can improve your shooting. That can be done in the lab. You can get your shooting right in the lab. What you can't teach is that speed he got. That's what you can't teach. You cannot teach that. And he knows where to look at and what to do. I think it's just him feeling comfortable in the league. He's been playing overseas for so long. In in the French league and stuff like that, in the European league, that, it's a different type of game. Yeah. But ball is ball and it translates. You know what I'm saying? In other words, it can go across borders. It can. If you're a baller, you're a baller. Simple. Simple, simple, simple. I know everybody is focused on the draft, but I don't want to focus on it so much until the draft come. I think it's important that the guys that we have now in the draft, Danny Wolf, Yegor, and Nolan, and get as much minutes as possible to get accustomed to what the NBA has to offer and show what they got. I think Danny needs that kind of minutes, 27, 28, 30 minutes. It's just he's going to make mistakes because of his ball handling skill. Teams are going to test him. He should know that. That's coming. Team's going to test his handle. They're going to try to put a small guy on him. But I think he's quick enough and his ball handling skill is good enough to get him over. Nolan is the one that I think they're not going to test too much his ball handling skill because of his quickness. I think they know he's got that quickness. I mean, the league knows they're talented guys, man. I'm not trying to, when I say and critique their play, I don't want it to seem like I don't like neither one of them. The question was, if you got Nolan in the 19th pick in the first round as a point guard, and he's a point guard coming from the European League, why would you even get another guard? That was the question. I question that. I don't question that Nolan and clearly he was in the top 10 at one point as far as a prospect. So that was the question. Once you got Yegor and then you got Nolan, you had two guards. Now, getting Danny Wolf, I have said since the beginning of the year, before the draft even came in fruition, I said Danny Wolf would be a great pickup in the later rounds. I am pleased with Danny's Wolf. I know he's going to work hard, and when I heard his father say he's going to work hard, I knew he's going to work hard. He's going to work hard. I knew he was. After seeing his brother crying and stuff, I know he's going to work hard. That was special, but that was crazy though. But it was special. Danny has a great skill set that's kind of like you don't even know which way he can go with it. And I mean, ball handling skill from a 7-footer is rare. It's rare. He has shooting ability. He's not like this high flyer, but he doesn't need to be. But I mean, shoot, Jokic ain't a high flyer, but I'm just saying, you just gotta work with what your skill set is, and his is his ability to get to the paint, his ability to pass, his ability. He showed everything. His shooting, outside shooting ability, when it's going in. It opens up his game. I'm telling you, he needs minutes, though. He needs minutes. He needs time. So he just needs time on the floor. Nolan's the same thing. I think Nolan needs time. I think Jaeger needs time. But my question with Jaeger or Yeoman is his injury, his feet. I mean, what's going on with his feet? You know, what's going on? Is this going to be a constant thing? Is this going to be a question that people are going to have to answer to? Whether, you know, he's injured all the time, or, you know, is this like this off and on thing? Because, I mean, he's young, and I get it. You know, in time, things can get better for him, but, you know, now's your learning time. If you're not learning and you're not putting it in, how you learning? You know what I'm saying? He needs to be more aggressive, though. That's why I think Yeoman, the man, needs to be aggressive. He needs to be aggressive. If he's aggressive, I think it'll work in his favor. But he needs time on the court. Just like Nolan, just like Drake Powell. Drake Powell needed that time away, though. He's very passive. So, but Danny Wolf had a great game. Great game. I told you, I was telling people that minute restriction when he was playing just 20 minutes wasn't enough for him. 27 minutes is much better. Anything close to 30 is good. Nolan got 30 minutes. So he played just as many minutes as Michael Porter Jr. And in them 30 minutes, he got 17 points, 7 for 15. But he was only 1 for 6 on the outside, which is kind of, you know. Danny wasn't shooting well prior to this game from the outside neither. But when he saw the ball go in the basket, I saw his frustration when he said, finally. Finally it went in. Damn. He was 7 for 13, 3 for 8, you know, 3 from 8 from the 3-pointer. I know he wished he was like 4 for 8, but okay. Before you was 0 for 6 and stuff like that these past 4 games. But you played well. You got your minutes around the basket, which is not easy when you got Cleveland and they 2 bigs in the paint. So I was impressed with that. And he showed his passing ability. He takes chances, but it's good chances. Let's just put it that way. So you can actually run the offense through him, which makes him unique, because I don't even know if you would put a center on him. If you was to defend him, you were just better off putting a wing because of his quickness and his shooting ability. And he's not the fastest, and he don't jump the highest. So he's not athletic that way. So he has to get in position. He has to, I think we got out rebounded, and let's check the stats. I'm gonna check the rebounds. Yes, offensively, they had 8 rebounds to our 3. And defensive rebounds, they had 30. We had 29. So rebounding is an issue for the Nets, and rightfully so. I didn't think Day'Ron played well today, but Day'Ron is Day'Ron. He's gonna bang and run. So we had two turnovers extra, which is kind of, when you have a rookie point guard and a power forward that I think Danny Wolf is out there, you're going to have turnovers. And you had turnovers even with some of the second year and third year guys. But we scored on their turnovers. They did not score well on our turnovers, which is good. Defensively, we played well. I thought we played well. Then again, Spider didn't play, so we didn't have that special person, that 2 guard that was going, a killer 2 guard out there. Points in the paint, 52. And thanks to Grant Nelson's game hustling plays, that's why those numbers were there. I thought that was Grant Nelson was a boost for our defense as well as our offense or our running ability, because we broke out, and after misses, we was running. Our 2 bigs were running. Our second unit played well in the first time it came out there. The second time, in the second half, the second unit kind of slowed down a little bit. But, it's okay. We had more fouls. We fouled more personal fouls. We had 28. They had 21. And steals, we had 10 to their 9. They had more blocks. They had 7 blocks to our 4. Hence, our athletic ability around the rim is where blocks come into play. So we had 27 assists. They had 25. So they had more assists than we had more assists than they did. And total rebounds, they had 38 to our 32. Field goal percentage, team-wise, we shot better than they did. 3-pointers, their percentage was much better because thanks to Harden. Harden was kind of like on fire early. 48.1 to our 34.4. So shooting from the 3, as much as Jordy liked to spread out with a high post and then have high picks coming around with backdoor passes and stuff like that, and then leaving people on the wing for kickouts or even swing shoot, that doesn't help if you're shooting 34%. I mean, yes, you open, but you're missing your shots then. So we haven't been shooting well as a team from 3, other than Michael Porter Jr. And he was at one time not even shooting well coming out of the All-Star break. Prior to the All-Star break, he was shooting well. So let's look at the NBA standings and where we at. Let's look at the standings. Okay. Let's see if I can get to it. The NBA standings. Let's take a look at the standings. Okay. The Pistons, of course, just keeps winning. 45-14, 45 wins, 14 losses. They have a 3-game win streak. The Celtics, 39-20, and the Knicks 39-22. They won 2 in a row. Cavs 38-24, win 1. They are 1 game behind, or 1.5 behind the Knicks. Then you got the Raptors at 5th, 76ers at 6th, the Magic at 7th, Heat at 8th, and the Hawks at 9. The Hawks are 500. The Heat are 32-29. And the Hornets are 30-31, which is, kind of weird. I thought they would be. The Bucks are 26-33. They lost 2 in a row. The Bulls are 25-36. They won 1 in a row. One in their last 1 game. The Wizards are 16-43. They lost their last 4. And the Nets are 15-45. We lost our last 8. The Pacers are 15-46. And they lost their last 6. So we're putting pressure on the Pacers to be on the bottom of the East. Let's look at the West. So that put the Nets second from the bottom in the West, in the East. Let's just go straight to the bottom. The Kings are 14-47, the bottom, and then the Jazz are 18-42. So we are third in the loss column in the NBA as far as the draft. Now that's going to rotate. I think the Nets are due for a victory. If they keep playing like this, they're gonna end up beating somebody. If they start playing well with Nolan being the point guard, they don't have to worry. I always said that Jordy, when you give him a point guard, he can make a team much better. I think Nolan is starting to make the team play better. Now, I'm not saying beating the, Cavs are a good team even without Spider. They're a decent team. Without Spider, they're a 500 team, easy. Or a little above with Harden. So, that wasn't just a walk in the park because Spider wasn't there. That being said, I just have a good feeling about this draft. I think the Nets are going to be in great position in a draft pick. We'll hope so. And this will probably help, given after this summer, whatever movement that we do, whatever trades or whatever pickups we do, whatever guys we keep. It's going to be interesting to see what transpire. What do y'all think that Grant Nelson will be? Like, will we sign him for a short-term contract? Do you think he deserves that opportunity? He was definitely an impact in this game. 11 points and his hustle and his ability to run the court. And I believe Grant Nelson is 6'11". He's not 7 feet. Let me look and see. Let me look and see if my Grant Nelson's size stats. Oh, they got him at 7 feet. Is he really truly a 7-footer? It seemed like everybody is a 7-footer. It seemed like all of a sudden we talked about, and a lot of fans talked about, the Nets getting taller and longer, and because we are a short team. We are now one of the tallest teams out there. We got a tall team now. Nolan is, I believe, is 6'6". Let's take a look. I think Nolan is 6'6". Let's see. Nolan Triard is... Well, they got him at 6'3". I could swear he's bigger than 6'3", though. Because then that makes him the same height as Cam Thomas was. That can't be right. That can't be right. They got him at 6'3" though. They got him at 6'3". He just seems like he's 6'6" though. He plays taller than what he is. It could be his arm reach. What is his wingspan? That's the question I want to know. Nolan Triol's wingspan. Okay. Let's see. I can't get his wingspan. Let's see. I just got his advanced number, but I don't have his wingspan. Let me see if I can bring it up. Let's see what his wingspan is. Yeah, he's 6'3" barefooted. And he seems a little taller when he put his shoes on. Okay, but he's 6'3". He has a 6'8" wingspan. That's fine. That's what makes him deceptive, because when you have a wingspan like close to 7 feet, I mean, you know. Yeah, he's 6'3". So let me see something. I'm just curious. I know he's taller than Cam Thomas was, which is kind of weird because let's see. No, can't measure 6'1" with a 6'6" wingspan. Yes, Cam Thomas is 6'1.5" without shoes on, so he's 6'1" with a 6'6" wingspan. So yeah, he does bring, like, with that wingspan and his height, a 6'3" flat with no shoes on. When he puts shoes on, he might 6'4", 6'5". You figure he looks 6'5", but he's got a 6'8" and 0.1 wingspan. So it gives Nolan that kind of, he's, it gives him an extra. Let's see. Let me see. When you compare to wingspan and a standing reach, 8'11". Okay. Now, well, he's about 3 inches taller than Cam Thomas, I would think. Well, two and a half inches. Same weight though. 180 pounds. All right. So, I mean, the whole thing with him is, Nolan is his ability to get to the rim, which, a lot of us had already said that was, that was lightning with him. Yeah, so it was a great game. Either way, great game. I just want the guys, the next game that we play We play the Heat on Tuesday at 7:30. We play at Miami. So that's a road game. And we don't have a back-to-back in a while. And then we play Heat again Thursday. So we play the Heat twice. And both times in Miami. So the Nets should be enjoying the warm weather in Miami. They should be enjoying themselves. They can go shopping Tuesday and Thursday. They'll be there for almost 4 or 5 days in Miami. Enjoy yourself, guys. Enjoy yourselves. But either way, yeah, we played Thursday and we play the Heat again Thursday. Then we play on a Saturday, the 7th, against the Pistons. Which, I mean, I'm telling you, the Nets are due for a victory. The Nets are due for a victory. Simple. The Nets are due for a victory. Definitely due for a victory. So, okay. Good game, guys. Good game. Thanks, man. I mean, I'm gonna log off now. I mean, I just wanted to get up there and talk about how impressed I was with Danny Wolf, which I was saying prior to the game that I was looking for Danny to do his thing, and he did it. He did his thing. That being said, I'm not going to stay on too long. Please like and subscribe if you can. Hit the like button. Hit the notification. Let me see what's going on. I can't get my thing. Okay. Yeah, check out my channel, Apartment Game and More on YouTube. Also, check me out on X at Apartment Gamer 1. Apartment Gamer 1. So, in the Brooklyn Nets Stoop Edition. Thank you, guys. Like and subscribe. Don't forget, share. Peace. Peace, everybody. Good game. Good game, Nets. Good game.